internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
Your world unleashed.
I'm so angry right now. It's not like me to be angry, but I'm angry right now.
About what?
My phone is always listening, right? I get advertisements about things if I mention it one time. If I say the word club, you know, I'm getting dirty emails from strip clubs. Right?
And
listen.
that makes you angry?
Well, no, that does not. That's a bad example on my part. You're right. I listen to Snow Patrol all the time. That record they released last year is top 5 in the last 10, maybe top 3 in the last 10 years of records that I own. I listen to it all the time. They were in St. Paul last night, and I had no idea.
Really?
How I missed that, I have no idea.
We're in St. Paul.
One of the theaters over there.
Palace.
The Palace.
Oh, great spot.
How in the sweet hell do I get advertisements about everything, and somehow there's no marketing at all? That like one of my top 5 favorite bands is in town last night? I'm very angry at myself for missing that. I would never let that happen 10 years ago.
It's the worst feeling. I would rather, it's like better to never have even known that they were here.
Correct.
Especially finding out the day after.
Last night.
Oh.
And I took a bath last night. That's what I did last night. A bath.
Oh, that's rock bottom.
Yeah.
I love taking baths, but still. Man.
Did you bring snacks and candles and things, or was it like...
No, I was by myself.
Genius.
Yeah, like a big bag of goldfish in a bath.
So good.
I had
Sounds
a big piece of chocolate cake.
Lovely.
No, I'm sorry. I'm very angry.
Marnie, why? What snacks do you bring to a bath?
I don't bathe.
At all, or just
Sorry.
button bar? We're going to need that.
As somebody who has to slide
don't
next to her
bathe.
on the power hour, now she tells me.
Brilliant.
So you don't take baths.
That's right.
Really, I love a bath.
Yeah, me
I'm a
too.
bath guy now.
Are you a
Really?
go to the spa kind of a person though, or not? So you don't do the massage thing. You don't do the sauna stuff.
I don't like to be pampered.
Really?
I don't like to be futz. Okay, can you say that again? I missed that.
I said, you ever been to the gym? Well, it was funny the first time.
You don't like to be pampered.
I shower regularly. I showered this morning, yesterday,
Yeah.
the day before.
That's 3 in a row.
I'm daily in the shower.
Fantastic.
Just bathing. If we had like a jacuzzi tub, maybe. But for the most part, it's
Why'd
just
you call him Tub?
I didn't say
Get a hot tub by your pool. Let's go big in Chaska.
Bonzi?
Get a hot tub back there.
that I could listen to.
Bonzi, you seem like a bather to me. You're not a bather?
I am not at all.
Well, I'm
no,
surprised.
I don't take baths.
Oh, I
Don't
love
like them.
I love them,
You
man.
shower.
I do in fact shower. Yes.
Hawk, do you have
love
just a
showers.
standard like kids tub, or do you have a jacuzzi tub?
I have a standard tub.
It's a weird way to word it, but like a kid's tub. You know, it's like
It's kind of like one of those little things you put in the sink.
Like Louis would
To
take
rinse
a
the
bath
baby.
in.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
Louis has a kid's tub, yeah.
I know. I
It's
have
a
a
tub.
I have a regular tub, yeah. I have a regular tub.
you mean lacking jets?
Yeah, it's no
Yes,
joke.
and just your basic rectangular with rounded edges shape, and not this oblong.
No, I get what you're saying. If I want bubbles, I got to make my own.
Yep. A lot of beans and spaghetti.
But no, I like to buy fancy bubble bath.
Okay.
They have some now that smells like lavender that makes you sleepy. They have some that relaxes you.
Yeah. Do you use bath bombs?
No, I don't like
Got some
those.
salt.
They don't do much.
Throw
for
the
me.
salts in there.
Sometimes. Sometimes I do bath salts. Sure.
Is this a new thing, or have you always been a?
It's a new
bath
thing for
guy?
me. It's a new thing for me. I find it very relaxing.
Okay. Well,
I
wonderful.
like to have the radio right beside the bathtub just in case.
It's
Full Groundhog Day.
It's over.
The toaster
I
next to
like to
the.
keep my options open.
He likes toast and listening to the radio.
Just in case you want to go from regular relaxation to the big relaxation.
That's right. That's right.
And he's always dancing on the fault line.
Yep.
He's right though. To take the edge off, hard day of work. Right, it's the end of the day. You jump in the bathtub, light some candles, lower the lights. You throw on like a news podcast or German death metal, and you just relax.
Yeah.
You know,
Thanks.
something to just take your mind off the world's problems.
Yeah. But
I find there's a lot of maintenance in a bath because the water gets cool and you got to
Yes.
crank in the hot, and then sometimes there's too much
work.
water. So you got to drain some out in order to get the hot in.
you don't crank in the bathtub.
That's just
Gross.
I mean, you can.
Zach.
But yeah, I mean, I agree with Marnie. I mean,
You do the maintenance before you get in the bathtub.
Yeah, you don't want to be floating around on a bunch of hair.
Ooh, grody.
Well,
Well, you went real far.
Boy,
This guy's a creepy
I'm telling you, I can't hear out of the right side. I don't know what's going on today.
Well, sadly, we can.
Yes.
I don't know. I miss Snow Patrol and I like bathing.
Wow. That's going to be on your tombstone.
Recap.
Tinder profile.
Yeah. I miss Snow Patrol and I like bathing. Available now.
Sauce, you went through a bath phase, did
Oh,
you
yeah.
not? Is that
I
still
love-
going or is it over?
No, but I was also in the same, I like sitting with the radio next to the bed as well when I was bathing in my bath phase. No, I don't. The bathtub the only bathtub we have is used by my son. So yeah,
A kid's tub.
he loves taking baths too.
Man,
Yep.
baths are the best.
Yeah, he loves
They're
it.
sweet.
Yeah, loves every second
I
of it.
like them.
Except the getting out part. Then he hates that.
Hey, Martin.
So not every second.
Martin,
Yeah, the bath's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
aren't you interested? I know you wouldn't take advantage of it, but wouldn't it be interesting, just kind of as a human test to like set up a what's that page called? Would you just Tinder page?
Tinder.
Just to see who swipes right and swipes left.
You could do Bumble too.
I guess hadn't thought about it, as a happily married lady.
Yeah, of course,
but
you wouldn't take advantage
would
of it.
be-
Yeah.
But it'd be interesting to see
Yeah,
like, if you
sure.
still got it.
See
You know what
what's
I mean?
up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Although
Post
if
a
I
little
don't
bikini pic?
know the people,
Right.
then I don't know if I care. Now, if I passed it around to you guys,
Yeah.
that would be real interesting. And I
do
also
you mean by that?
would not want to know.
You wouldn't want to know?
You mean if we swiped on you, you're saying?
Yes.
That's a weird way to word that, but that's technically correct.
Swipe or swipe.
Why do you?
Oh, man.
Do you,
Well, let's just say
is that
Martin's-
something you think about? Like you wonder
Well,
who would swipe you?
Well,
Yeah,
think
yeah.
of it like this. I don't want to name names, but there's been a handful of people that we've worked with that have been like, man, if I was single, I could have had that. And you'd be like, what could you?
What?
What the?
Who do they say that about?
Every
Everyone?
young woman
Every-
that
okay.
we've ever
Okay.
met.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you really think you could have had that? And then that's I think that's what Chris is saying is I think people's perception of what they could get probably
Yeah.
a little distorted.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to see.
It would be.
The only difference is though, like it would almost be more interesting in a different city.
Yeah.
Corey's not
Great
kidding,
point.
though.
Get out of
That's
Minneapolis.
the point right there.
He would say that all the time.
All the time. Oh man, I would have made a run at her. Really?
Who used to say that? I wish you guys would tell me. I don't know. what
We'll
we're
tell you
talking
that.
about.
Yeah.
But it'd be like, you really think at any point in your life you could get that? Okay, good luck with you.
Oh, if
Good
I
luck.
was, yeah.
Do they not
Relax.
realize that we, the female, also has
Freedom
an
of
option
choice.
to say
Yes, but-
and
Free
But
will.
that's our point. Is I think he believed that it would have been yes, an overwhelming yes, and I think that was the delusional part. But again, all of us I think would do better than average because of our regional fame. You put some of us in I don't know Tampa Bay, then it's like well, let's see what we can pull down. Just being random. But to Chris's point, be honest though.
Yeah, yeah.
I like Snow Patrol and like taking baths, and I'm 54, right? 54.
Yeah.
And let's see what I can do.
Do they recognize there's other people also on those same apps? Like other men?
Yes, yes.
I'm cool with that too.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that
Other
too.
options.
You know, I want to know who's interested. What are
Yeah,
my
he
options?
gets scared.
Yeah, just all the options.
So is that the way these work? Is like you get a list of people that swiped each way?
You can if you pay for
Yeah,
it.
if you pay, then they'll show you who's not each way, just who liked you.
Oh, okay.
does it sort of give you a profile of the just basic generic type of woman that's attracted to you
No.
No.
and vice versa?
But do you get like pictures? I'm not. That sounded creepy. But you know what I mean, like, am I going to see that this
Yes.
lady here swiped left on me?
If you pay for it. Otherwise,
I
you
might
just
do
get
that.
like a blurred out image so you can guess. So and like on Tinder, they'll give you like a name and then like a blurred out image. On Bumble, they'll just give you the blurred out image.
I wonder if like in Evansville, Indiana, like I'm getting left swiped all the time. But like in Los Angeles, like nobody swiped at all.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind
also
of
related to a lot of people that live in Evansville.
That's a good point.
It's kind of pay to play these days too. Like if you're not, your profile is barely going to even be visible if you're not paying for it these days.
And what is the average monthly cost? You're
It's
talking
not
like $5?
It
or
ain't
like-
cheap. No, it's like
It's like $10 a week.
it's like it's like it's like $40 a month. Not even joking.
Chris is like, put me down for 3.
Oh, yeah. Hawk's going to have 6 accounts.
Bunch of pseudonyms.
Is that because people? It's not a long-term subscription. Like you'll do it for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Then
No,
start
you can.
dating
They
somebody,
have
and then
like
you-
yearly options and stuff, and it's always going
and you'll
on sale.
get drunk and sign up for a monthly one and forget about it.
You heard from a friend, right?
Yeah. Here's what's going to happen.
You know what would be interesting?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sasha.
No, I was
go
just going to say, you're going to sign up for it, Hawk, forget about it, and you're going to pay hundreds of dollars
Wouldn't it
because
be
you
interesting,
forgot.
though, to like sign up in like the same city, 3 different accounts, and put different things you like with the same photos?
So that's the exact
social
that's
experiment.
that's a joke on Parks and Rec.
Oh,
where,
is it?
Where Amy Poehler's character has like a soul mate level match with a profile. And then she finds out that it's Aziz Ansari's character, Tom Haverford.
Okay.
The joke though is that Tom has like 24 different profiles.
Okay.
So she matches with like the nerdy version of Tom. He's like, that's like the nerdiest version possible. But anyway, he puts out 24 different profiles because then he's matching with everybody, right? Because then all of their interests on some level are going to connect with him. And then he just takes all of the options. Kind of a smart play.
Yeah.
Very Tom Haverfordish.
Exactly. To cover
Great
all of his
show.
bases.
Great show.
Such a good show.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, step 1, go to Vegas. Step 2, pay for that 9, just the week of the Tinder Pro. And then you can actually limit your options to like the distance around you. So 1 mile, 2 mile, and so on. But if you're in Vegas, you limit it to a mile and you get unlimited connections, basically. Unlimited. You swipe right and you're all, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a
Because
match.
everybody's looking.
Well, that's the beauty of Vegas is the hottest thing about Vegas is proximity.
Yep.
If you're even remotely close, we'll go. Let's do it.
Man, you might not need that bathtub anymore,
I
Zach.
live way off the strip. No, thanks.
Yeah, no.
Ain't going out there.
You're staying at Circus?
Romance is alive.
Oh, God, this chick wants to bang at Excalibur? Ick.
Man!
Ick.
Yeah, that's
Hard pass.
Call me Sir Arthur.
Ick.
But pull this sword from that stone.
All right, that was Fan 5. That was sports. Let's do headlines when we come back.
Okay.
This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
Thank you all around. And Builders and Remodelers at buildersandremodelers.com.
Join me, Jorge Cham, as we answer questions about animals.
651 Carpets Plus. We bring the showroom to you. Come on in. Here's how your free in-home estimate works. We bring you all the latest and greatest styles to complement your home. We use our state-of-the-art measuring system so we can give you the best price for your project on the spot. And we have thousands of products that you could have installed the next day. Call 651 Carpets Plus for your free in-home estimate.
Home Services at AquariusHomeservices.com. Beat the heat and book your tune-up right now. Aquarius, earning the right to be recommended.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Starting your day with delicious Duluth coffee just hits better. Duluth Coffee Company roasts their own beans right off the shores of Lake Superior in Duluth and works with farmers across the world to select their freshest coffees. Find Duluth Coffee at Costco, Lund's and Byerly's, and Kowalski's.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hardworking, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
When you're driving, pay attention to this, not that. Acknowledge this. Ignore that. Distracted driving is dangerous driving. Drive smart.
A message from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety. Extra enforcement now on Minnesota roads.
At Dean's Home Services, we are known for being outrageously professional, but we're also known for outrageous deals. If your home's heating and cooling system is on its last leg, now's the time to trade up. Dean's will buy back your AC and furnace. And when combined with tax rebates and credits, you could get up to $9,000 off. Check out all the details and schedule your appointment at calldeans.com. At Dean's, we are outrageously professional.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce here. Go to chillboys.com for the greatest undies of all time. I wear them every day. They have the Dink Shot, the Tackle Box, and of course the golfing pair that I love called the Caddy. Use the promo code SAUCE15 for 15% off. Check them out at chillboys.com.
You're free now. Free to fill your feed with impossibly chonky chonkers. Free to be everything you imagine, and then some. That's how it feels to have Quantum Fiber Internet. Your world unleashed. Learn more at quantumfiber.com. Limited availability. Service in select locations only.
Save 73% off installation of industry best Elements windows. Builders and remodelers.com.
Now back to the 651 Carpets Plus, home of the Next Day Install Studios. It's the Power Trip on the Fan.
$823 Power Trip Morning Show. Our buddy Brian Oak just called me to rub my nose in it and said it was the best Snow Patrol concert he's ever seen. One of his top favorite concerts.
Brian, what are you doing?
And he took an unbelievable bath.
Yeah.
Had quite the night.
I miss Oak. I love Oak.
Me too, and I missed Snow Patrol. I'm telling you, they're playing Chicago tonight. Do you think I could get to Chicago and back in time to do the show tomorrow morning?
Oh, depends on the flight schedule.
I was talking about driving.
Oh, driving? No.
No, but
Why not?
Chicago.
The flights are very
It's
cheap.
6 hours of a drive. Go. And the flights are not cheap, by the way. I already looked.
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
You could definitely drive there. That's a piece of
Amtrak.
cake. But then, how do you get back before the show starts?
No sleep hockey is my favorite hockey.
Yeah, you would have to. If the show ended at 11, you'd have to leave immediately, and it would be very close to getting back before 5:30. Be close.
Yeah.
But like, what's the difference between 5:30 and 6?
He's right.
30 minutes.
How much are flights?
$483 right now.
That's
But
cool.
that's a connecting flight.
Yeah.
Even for me, that's
Hawk just
dumb.
bought 7 Tinder accounts. What's he care?
I did not. I did not. I do like the idea of the social experiment aspect of that. I think that's interesting. But I'm more interested in going to see Snow Patrol tonight. Damn it.
You could like do it remotely. The show tomorrow.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Go do it, Hogs.
What theater
It's
in
the new
Chicago?
Hogs.
I don't know. If it was like at that arena that's on this side of Chicago.
The Schomburg bit.
It's called the Salt Shed.
Whoa.
Say that again.
The Salt Shed is where the
Faster,
venue is.
please.
Salt Shed.
5 times fast.
Salt Shed.
Whoa.
Wow, you're turning
Yep, that
Hawks
was
down
close.
on.
I will
Look
do
at that
anything you
place.
ask me
Oh, look
for.
at this. It's an outdoor venue.
It's indoors, though. I looked it up.
It would be tough tonight.
That's what I was saying.
You should go. Go to the Twins game and then go.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, too.
Yeah, go to the Twins game, Chris.
You know me.
Yeah.
Go for the first two
go,
innings, then
Hogsteady.
scoot over to the old Snow Patrol show in Chicago.
Son of a bitch, I want to.
Yeah.
Not sure you can get tickets to the White Sox.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't have $4.
Man, their tour is interesting. They go to Abu Dhabi. They're playing Cardiff Castle
Yeah,
in the United Kingdom.
That's
beautiful.
That's the one you should fly to.
Yeah.
Wasn't
They're
that where we
playing-
were invited to go see Incubus?
No, that was the
Royal. What is that called?
The Royal Gorge.
Where else are they playing,
We
Marty?
should have gone, Corey.
What's the name of it? Something Hall. Royal
go ahead.
something Hall.
I'm listening. Go ahead. Tell it. Where are they playing?
Well, in the United Kingdom, they're playing a place called Ho Park.
Yeah, that's where my ancestors are from.
Oh. Oh, yeah, they are. That's who your sister is.
See, no, that's like the same joke.
Yeah, I'm not good at
Royal
doing my
Albert
own.
Hall.
Albert, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
Yeah,
count
we
the
were offered
holes.
free tickets, and Corey and I said no.
Because it was like an hour and a half outside of the city. And I'm
You were
like, I
offered
ain't-
free
I
tickets?
ain't
Free.
got time for this.
The guy that was in the Mighty Ducks movie offered Corey and I free tickets, and we said no.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah, we weren't smart.
John Bombardier.
Why would
We
you
should've
say
gone.
no?
Because we're lame.
old and lame.
We wanted to get like DoorDash and go to bed.
Could one of you said
Oh my
yes?
gosh,
And then
Margie,
What?
do I have a gig this week?
I don't like you guys.
I don't think I do.
Who does?
They're playing in Montreal on
Yeah.
the 4th.
Yep.
That's a good trip. Is Montreal the one just by Detroit?
Oh, no, that's Toronto or Windsor.
Toronto. Yeah.
Toronto is by New York.
Yeah, Buffalo. That's Buffalo.
Oh, damn it. Anyway, okay.
We're really good with geography.
I mean, Montreal's not going to be super easy because, passport and customs, and it just won't be super quick. It's
Let's go to
Chicago.
Chicago, man.
It's Chicago.
I can probably get you an access. You could do the show from down there tomorrow morning and then drive home.
Yeah, you'd have a hotel room to yourself.
Or go back 24 hours and just go to St. Paul.
I know. They're gonna drive you
Son of a
crazy. I
bitch.
should've-
Oh, man.
Can you get to 88 miles an hour?
Yeah, go backwards.
Yeah, like in Back to the Future 3, your favorite one.
I mean, I know it's a little late, but do you follow this band on social media at all? Because that might have been
That helps.
Yeah, I do. But
way
I
that
follow
you
a
would've
lot
found
of different things on social media.
Okay. All right.
No, you know what I mean?
A lot
Like
of models.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Poopy.
Well, it's the new you. You
Yeah.
do
Go
things
Hogs.
sporadically.
I do.
You fly by the seat of your pants. You
I do.
make quick decisions.
I do.
Go see the snow globe tonight.
Okay. I'll go. I'll go.
Yeah, you should.
Thank you.
I'd miss you, but you should go.
Thank you.
Rent a car, drive one way, and then fly back on the red eye.
Right. There you go.
Take tomorrow off.
Yeah, I can do that too.
Or take
Do that.
tomorrow
Right.
off.
Yeah. What would Bonus do?
Well, he'd take 3 weeks off and go to New Zealand.
Yeah, yes, he would.
Are they playing in New Zealand?
Bonus is flushed with network funds, though.
Twinsdaily.com money. Oh, good. Whoa, nice side hustle. Ready?
Yep.
Headlines. Here we go.
Now it's time for headlines.
Brought to you by my friends at Wolf River Electric and wolfriverelectric.com. Go solar in 2025. Get those solar panels put on, just like I did in 2024. I want that sun. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get some sun going.
kidding.
Make that cash.
Make Corey some money.
Yeah. Why not? All right. Everybody be patient with this headline.
Everybody be cool.
Be patient.
Everybody be cool.
All right, I'll turn my mic off.
A 67-year-old woman in Georgia escaped her vehicle after a car crash. My guess is it started on fire or something. But if you escape a car,
Yeah.
maybe it was smoking, maybe it was on fire, not sure.
Don't smoke.
So she gets into a car crash. A 67-year-old woman in Georgia escaped her vehicle after a car crash. But died moments later when she fell down a well.
Oh my God.
Dang.
Maybe, yeah, go out the other door. I don't know.
Bonus.
Now you tell her.
Yeah, that would have been good. Yes.
I'm going to assume this counts while she's driving and as soon as the crash happened, but watch where you're going.
Yeah.
I mean, little self-awareness.
Pay attention to your surroundings.
I feel bad because she's dead, but how do you fall down a well without seeing it?
Yeah.
I'm very confused.
Yeah.
I got to see a video or a photo of this, the area where she crashed and how you fall down a nearby well.
And why are there open wells
correct.
near roads?
Don't know. A lot of good questions.
Yeah.
Don't have the answer to any of them. What a sentence, though. Survives, escapes the vehicle, and then falls down a nearby well and dies. When was the last person you've heard at all dying in a well outside of that girl from The Ring?
Yeah, and The Simpsons wrote an episode about that 30 years ago.
So,
Baby Jessica.
Baby Jessica, yeah. Who didn't die?
I have
Right.
more details.
Go on.
Oh.
It wasn't like in one fellow swoop.
That's not how you say that.
My God. Not good at geography. We're not good with vocabulary. Court gestures are on this show.
It's okay. Zach made a mistake.
We did an
It's
improv
okay.
game with 5 words, and you said 2 of them.
It's okay.
It's been a rough day.
Life's hard.
Hawk, you should take tomorrow off. Question your existence.
Oh.
Anyway, so one fellow swoop.
It was she walked away from the scene and then eventually down the road fell on. Like it wasn't like.
But still, the question would still be, how do you fall down a well accidentally?
Right.
Even if it's a block or 2 away.
It was dark.
All right.
Okay.
He answered
And
your
are
question.
wells
I
just
guess.
open and flush with the ground? I mean, don't they have that ridge?
Like a
where-
wishing well.
Like
She
you
was
could-
discovered her body at the bottom of a deep well that was surrounded by very thick brush. So it was just very thick brush.
So she was determined.
I will get through this.
Maybe she was just thirsty.
Yeah. Maybe she thought it was a Perkins wishing well.
A wishman love, a wishing man.
Great
a kiss
song.
and tell.
Did Perkins have wishing wells?
Yeah, they
It
had
was
those.
Country Kitchen.
No, it was Perkins.
All right.
Perkins had the wishing
Yeah.
well bit because Sauce and I. No, they had like a wishing well in the front little lobby area, the waiting area, and it was the cheapest crap you can possibly imagine.
A lot of spider rings
yeah.
or whatever it was. Yeah.
But when
Yeah.
you're 5
Oh, you loved
and your
it.
parents say,
Yeah.
go grab something out of the well, it was the greatest
Of course.
experience a kid could have. It was, I get to go grab anything I want in there. Some people grew up and grabbed sides, tickled sides.
Yeah.
But at the time, you could just grab whatever toy you wanted.
This is one of those
Right.
stories where Gen Z looks at us and is like, what?
Right.
What? How? Yeah, what's the matter with you guys? What was the matter with you guys back then?
It was fun.
Yeah, it was
we
fun.
did not have a lot to do.
Speaking of Gen Z, according to a new report, Gen Z employees are never at their desks, and it is driving their bosses crazy.
Gen Z?
Gen
you
Z
say?
specifically, apparently, they just don't sit still. They don't sit at their desks. They're off wandering around, doing whatever, looking for Wells. Not Wells Lieber, just
I
Wells.
think that's mostly because they're
Gen Z.
underemployed.
Gen Z is defined, born between 97 and 2012, currently aged 13 to 28.
Not at their desks.
Yes.
I believe it. I didn't read the article because it was on the Star Tribune and it's a paywall, but I saw the headline a day or 2 ago. It looked like an opinion piece. Somebody was saying that working at home is overrated. And the headline was something about, how humans need interaction. And that even though during COVID, it was super cool to be like, this is awesome. I can work from home and then I have time to mow the lawn and I can run some errands and I don't get judged. I didn't read the article, but it looked like they were going down the path that going out and having purpose and going through the process and seeing other people is part of what we're all doing this for anyway.
I'd have a hard time working from home.
I
know
would
a lot
too.
of people like it, but I would have a hard time.
And we've said this before. There was a plan that all 3 of us were going to work from Corey's house during COVID.
If it got bad. Well, how about when the couple times that we worked from home?
Yeah. It was
the first day or 2 we're like, this is sweet.
Yeah.
I get to roll out of bed, hook up the old radio show, and I can do the show in my pajamas and stuff.
Yeah.
This is the best.
I was in my bathtub.
Right.
Yeah, you were.
And honestly, how much fun did we have with that? For about
0.
a day and a half.
Yeah.
And then we're like, by day 2 or 3, we're like, this is the worst. How do we get back to the studio as quickly as possible? Now, our job's a little unique, but in the big scheme of things, man, we got tired of it super fast.
We played initials over Zoom.
Man.
Yeah.
That's when Zach had it, and then everybody had it. That was the 14-day bit,
Yeah,
right?
remember? Zach almost died.
Yeah, that was sad.
Yeah.
Then he made like $200,000 off of it.
Yep, and like went to Vegas and
right,
Disney
Zach?
and bought a PlayStation. Had the best time.
Yeah, the
Is
best
that right?
time.
Is any of that tracking?
I don't know. I've got long COVID.
You've what?
He's got long COVID. I don't know why you're bragging.
Relax. Sick.
Never heard it called that, but
Long COVID.
Police in India have finally caught an elusive thief.
I knew it.
He's making the news because anytime he got even close to, quote, danger, to try to keep people away, he would poop his pants intentionally.
Yeah.
If somebody, like, if you caught somebody robbing your home and you're chasing after them and they stop and poop their pants, that's gross. But isn't that your absolute chance to apprehend them instead of going, well, that's so gross, keep running?
Yeah.
I'd say you just crapped your pants and now I have you.
Tell you
Like,
what it
sure, you
is.
stink, but
Tell you what it is. It's a hell of a wrestling move.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
You about to pin me? Not
Yeah.
anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Say, I'm not doing the tag team battle with that guy, though.
Dwight would tag himself in.
Why would he do that?
I mean, I currently live with somebody who poops their pants,
Don't say that about Kel.
and you just pick him up and change him.
that's a baby.
Would you pick me up and change me?
I mean, there has to be somebody we work with who has lived that fantasy, right? Or they've spent
Lived
the day
that fantasy?
like a baby, right?
No. Maybe. Marzi?
Who used to have that? Was that like Maury or Ricky Lake or one of those, like maybe even Oprah, where they would have those people on who are adults that wear diapers and they want to get baby powder. They want to get changed and bottle fed. There are people like that, and those people will be here in 22 minutes.
Thank you. Quickly, Cora, we've had a couple of NFL things passed.
Ooh.
NFL owners have approved proposals to expand the league's replay assist system. NFL owners have now passed a rule that both teams will be allowed to possess the ball in overtime in the regular season, and that will be a 10-minute period, like a quarter or whatever, like it's always been. So, yeah.
So if the first team scores a touchdown, it's not over.
No.
Got it.
Yep.
Which is why you'd almost, if you get the ball to start, you want to milk that clock as much as you can.
Right. Yeah. There's a strategy.
Because that
to it.
10-minute thing, I don't know, that's almost not enough time because you could have a drive that could last 10 minutes.
The replay assist allows officials to reverse flags that are thrown for hits on two defenseless players, along with fouls for face mask, horse collar, tripping, and running into or roughing the kicker.
Well, the biggest thing there is the face mask, right?
Yeah.
The Sam Darnold face mask in the end zone thing was a game changer.
Yeah.
So
they cannot, though, add a penalty, however, in instances where a foul clearly occurred but was not called.
all right, so it can only be the flag. Say that one more time, just so I don't have it backwards.
Replay officials to reverse flags that are thrown for hits to defenseless players, along with fouls for face mask, horse collar.
So wait a minute.
That's the opposite.
So it is
of
the opposite. So because the flag wasn't thrown on Darnold, they wouldn't throw the flag.
Oh.
They
cannot add one.
Right.
Yes.
So you're saying if a flag is thrown, but then face mask didn't occur, they can take it away.
Yeah.
All right. So the Darnold problem still exists then.
Yeah.
So they could miss a face mask and it cannot be challenged.
They cannot add a flag, however, in instances where a foul clearly occurred but was not called. Yep.
That seems dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If a face mask is obvious, how can it not be? Anyway, whatever. So no word on the tush push yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. So it's one of your favorite things on the planet. I paused just in case somebody wanted to throw something in there.
Yeah.
But one of your favorite things is tracking concert tours that can't sell.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah,
for
there's
weeks
another
and
one
weeks
that's
and weeks,
happening.
you were following Timberlake's sales and just would laugh at how many empty arenas he had.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we can't sell tickets to Flop, Sweat, and Tears. So
Shocking.
He won.
The latest one, Lincoln Park apparently cannot sell tickets right now. They are downsizing across the country from stadiums to smaller shows. They're trying to sell tickets for as low as $39.50. They just can't move the meter right now. And of course, they're trying to rebrand because they have the new singer Emily instead of Chester, because Chester's no longer with us. And so far, it's just not working.
I think in that same story, they were going to play Dodger Stadium, and they can't sell it. Yeah, they're playing like is it the Intuit Dome?
So they went from a 56,000 seat stadium, couldn't sell it, and now they're at an 18,000 seat arena. And Queens of the Stone Age dropped off the bill. Whoops.
Hawk, what happened? What do you think happened with all that? It just doesn't work with the new lady, or
I can tell you what happened here in the Twin Cities. I don't think that they placed their advertising correctly. I don't think people knew about the show, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I don't know out there, and I do think people aren't giving the new version of it a chance. It's a really, really good record. It really is, and they are playing the hits as well. And maybe people aren't expecting that they are going to play the hits. I don't know why they would think that, but they definitely, if you've seen the set list, it's a damn good set list, and the new record's really, really good, and she can sing. It's the lady from Dead Weather.
Yeah, who's great.
Well, also, 56,000 is big.
That's pretty big.
I mean, if they would have just said, we're going to do a tour of 18,000, nobody would have thought, that's not big enough for Lincoln Park.
Right.
I think the point
That's
is
Target Center.
Lincoln Park with Chester, though, probably in this day and age would have been able to sell out a 56,000 seat stadium. And I think they're just realizing that whether the new record's good or whether or not it's advertised correctly, that maybe this iteration just doesn't have that same fan base, which is
Needs a
fine.
little time to,
Maybe this is just a reset of expectations, and maybe they're just never going to be a stadium band anymore, and that's fine too. They can still crush playing these other ones. Still probably humbling.
Question for Sauce. I saw, or Matt saw,
a sign.
Sorry. Yes. On a golf course near our house, near Chaska, where Flop, Sweat, and Tears will be in April. And I can't remember the date. Do you know the
It's Friday. This Friday.
This Friday?
Yeah.
What?
Okay. I'm going to put that in my calendar.
It's sold out. But we can get you in Martin's. It's sold out.
Sell out?
Yes. I think the place is called Sticks.
Yeah, Sticks Tavern.
Yeah.
Just down the road.
Yeah.
Been there many times.
You guys are renegades.
Yeah, brilliant. See, he's good at this. Yeah, it's sold out, but if you want to go, we can get you in.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Congrats. I thought you just said you can't sell tickets, and boom. Lincoln Park can't fill a place, but Flop, Sweat, and Tears, there's a waiting list.
Boom roasted, Corey.
Yeah. Boom roasted. It's his new coffee.
Yeah. How is no
Boom roasted. Boom dark roasted.
Ooh, that sounds good. Speaking
Sticks Restaurant.
Sticks
Tavern.
Restaurant.
Yeah. Sticks Tavern in Chaska.
of that, you go across the river.
Oh, so interesting. Starting April 13th, they'll have an Initials game live at Sticks Tavern in Chaska. Starting April 13th. I was not going to bring it up, but I think that's the place you just mentioned, correct?
It is.
Yeah.
So, organically.
When is that, Corey?
April 13th. It starts every Sunday. You can play there.
That's a fun way to play. Go do it.
It's a golf course. I believe the address is Dahlgren, which is a tiny little township just west of Chaska.
Yes,
beautiful country.
But you guys claim it as your own.
Sure.
Yeah, if it's lovely. If it's a hellhole, then you say it's
then
Dahlgren.
it's somebody else's problem.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I might see you Friday. I'll text you.
Yeah.
The movie that Kendrick Lamar is making with the South Park guys has been pushed back to May of 2026. It was supposed to be out this July.
Is it live action or cartoon?
I don't know. I don't even. This is one of those things. I don't know if we've talked about this 6 times or 0.
Twice we've talked about it, but I don't think either time it said that. I could be wrong. Guy told me a couple of moments ago in an email that I talked about the Snow Patrol show like 3 times. Now I wanted to buy tickets.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's like the Saints game.
Yeah.
You really into that newspaper?
I like reading newspapers now. I'm back. It's back.
You're back.
It's been a better show today because of the newspaper. I think. My opinion.
The trailer for season 7 of Black Mirror is out.
Ooh.
I think we're just a couple of weeks away from Black Mirror hitting Netflix again. Man, is that show
crazy.
Heavy as hell.
Yeah.
It's like mini severances, right? Every single episode blows your mind in 60-second increment or 60-minute
They're
increments.
all different.
All different, all standalones.
Yep.
Terrifying and depressing.
I will not be watching.
Pretty good.
Hey, Sauce?
Ready
Yes, sir.
Speaking of blood, sweat, and tears, or whatever you call it.
Flop, Sweat, and Tears.
That one, yep, thank you. Last week I was at Grand Casino.
Yeah.
And I was seeing a Battle of the Bands before my band played.
Mm-hmm.
And Common walked in and said he was judging the Battle of the Bands, and neither one of us knew the other person was going to be there. It's the first time I'd seen him in years.
Brilliant.
How'd he do?
He did really well.
I feel like he fairly judged the bands.
He did. It was a really good group of bands.
How many? When you're in a battle of a bands, how many songs do you get to play?
15 minutes.
Ooh, so you got to wow them.
Yeah,
The best
they were
15.
all great, man.
So that's what, maybe four-ish, three or
songs,
four?
yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
All covers or original
mostly
stuff?
originals. The band that one did, I think, one original and 2 covers, but they were really, really good. Good bands.
You're probably heavily swayed by the judge and what kind of music the judge likes. Are there multiple judges?
Yeah, there were 3 judges.
Okay.
Yep. I'm from 3 different radio stations. Yep. And Common does a lot of stuff up there with like boxing and stuff like that, but I didn't expect him to just show up in the the dressing room door burst open. I thought it was just a hooker, like normal.
Sure, like
And
usual.
Yeah, right.
That somebody swiped right.
Yeah, right. And
or left.
It was Common. And, you treat him like a hooker, but...
So, which he likes, yeah.
I was glad I didn't have to judge. I hate judging music. Who am I to judge, right? Anyway, there you go.
Yeah.
Great story, Hawk. Thanks.
It was a good story.
Marnes, you go first.
Okay.
The average American, according to a new study, spends how many minutes a day worrying? Average American spends how many minutes per day worrying?
Worrying. Well, let's see. 24 hours. We sleep for like 8-ish.
Lucky.
So leaves what? 8?
Not the best math, but you're getting
16.
close.
So 16 hours we're up. I'm going to say in minutes, it's got to be 100 minutes.
You're going to go 100 minutes
per
worrying
day
a day. John, take a shot.
I'm going to go 300.
300.
5 hours.
Saucy.
1,440.
Jeez.
1440.
That's all.
Chris,
I saw it. Sorry.
Zachary,
I saw it.
Martin's not a bad guess. 138 minutes. So about 2 hours and 18 minutes, or as this story says, almost the exact length of Star Wars The Force Awakens. That's how much time we spend worrying every day.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Worrying.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's usually what I'm worried about.
That's why you should go to Chicago, right?
That's right, brother.
Yeah.
I guess it's tough how you define the word worry. Because I worry a lot less than that, but it can linger depending on the day. Sometimes it's the whole days, other days it's 0 minutes, right?
Yeah, it depends on what you have going on.
Exactly.
Right.
3.5 hour show. How often do you spend worrying during this 3.5 hour stretch?
0 minutes.
That's why I love this show.
All right.
0, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That's why it's the perfect job for me, man.
Yep,
I'm with
correct.
I worried a little bit around 7:20.
Yeah. I worried wait. That's my bet. Yeah, no, you should have. That was terrible. But
We're going to have to try it again. Now that
Of course,
I think we
yeah.
just ripped the Band-Aid off and you were like a little overwhelmed. You did seem nervous.
Yeah, I'm not good.
Well, you only took one improv class.
Yeah, and then I
you
pocketed the money. Yeah.
Hawk's
Thanks,
money
Hawk.
and never went back.
Yeah, thanks, Hawk.
You're welcome.
And you're finally paying the price.
Yeah,
for that.
correct, because I'm not good at
Do
it.
you believe 5 words is too many? Yes or no?
I mean, no, I should be able to do it.
Okay.
I just, I liked Hawk's idea of I would like to,
Time to prepare.
I need 5 minutes just so I can put them in. I had them at the top of my notes and I had to go back. I thought about putting them on the computer, but Marnie's sitting right here. And if I would have been like the Minnesota Twins plunge, she could see me reading the screen.
we could have her look away too. We got to figure that out.
Dear Miss Marnie.
Oh, yeah. I like this bit. Whoa.
Is this the Soviet national?
Yes,
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything else to play.
What's happening?
Dear Miss Marnie.
Yep.
When I'm invited to stay in somebody's home and it's not very clean, may I leave it cleaner than I found it? I assume that my hosts are maybe just overwhelmed, and I wouldn't want to add to their stress by impugning their housekeeping. It would be a non-issue for me to clean a bathroom or dust and pick up the hair. That's pretty gross. Should I clean up a home, or would I be seen as judgmental?
It's hard to believe that one would invite guests over and not have the house cleaned, but apparently that exists. I'm thinking about when I need my house cleaned to just invite over a friend that I think is anal about. And I'll be like, what? I didn't clean that guest bathroom? What? Oh, I left the toilet cleaner and brush out for you?
Hey, Miss Marnie, follow up. In 2025, give me a scenario where, since Uber exists, where you crash at somebody's house because of a party or a gathering, that you don't even leave. Is there a scenario you can think of, like even if you get 0.2?
I can't think of a time I've done it in the last 5, maybe even 10 years.
Because you can just get home.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. You Uber home or somebody else is capable
maybe a
of driving you home.
like if there's some kind of a blizzard, but
So
I can't recall that
maybe
happening.
only weather related.
Sure.
But now the other comeback is if a storm that severe is coming, most people would just say, I'm old, I'm not going to that party, I'm going to stay home. The weather's too bad.
Exactly.
Not even going over there.
The best kind of parties are storm parties.
Go on.
Yeah, because nobody can leave, right?
Blizzard's coming. That's the best day to go, like on a pub crawl or something like that.
Oh, I thought you meant
place
to
yourself,
trap other
etc.
people in your
That's what
home.
it sounded like, yeah.
It sounded like you were throwing some kind of a ditty party.
Well, maybe.
John, why is there a box of condoms over there?
We'll see you. I've got blizzard drinking with Saucy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Fun times, great oldies.
Dairy Queen.
Yeah, you got to let it melt a little bit first.
I don't just let it melt and then you drink it.
Yeah, man.
Blizzard drinking.
It's so good. I love a melty blizzard.
Yeah, and cake and milk, right?
I don't need you to turn it upside down before you give it to me.
I know, it freaks me out.
Well,
Wow.
you might want to try that.
Yeah. Stop sitting in bathtubs.
I believe Rachel Green once said, that helps. Right, Marnes?
Rach.
Thank you, Miss Marnie.
7. You're welcome. Ask me anytime. I am well known for my exquisite manners and advice.
Oh, wasn't sure how you're going to land that.
Brilliant.
Can you come over later? I've got some vacuuming to do.
Yep.
I've seen that film before.
Oh, no, Marnie, I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Vacuuming is one of the only jobs that my wife trusts me with when it comes to cleaning. She's
You
like,
are a
you're the
weirdo."
vacuum guy. Yep.
You are.
You know,
are a freak show. And I
No,
love
no,
you.
she's just like she's a neat freak a little bit. So like anything I would do, she would have to just go over the top of it and redo it anyway.
Yeah,
so she's like, vacuum the floors, vacuum the stairs, and then get the hell out of my way. I'm like, deal.
Do you have to make the vacuum lines?
Oh,
a
sure.
certain-
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, in a certain way?
No,
Do they
it
have
just has to look good. That's
Do you
all.
wear a small maid's outfit when you do it?
Would you for
What
the right
hand do you
price?
hold
Would you?
your feather duster?
If we
Asking
invite you
for a
over to
friend?
drink a
How
blizzard.
much? Yeah, Zach wants to know.
Does anyone turn you upside down?
Normally, I vacuum pantsless with a J.J. McCarthy jersey on.
Oh. God, Hawk or Zach's on his way over.
Or Hawk.
Hawk ain't scared.
All right. Martin, see you on Friday or what?
Okay, yep.
All right, see you on Friday. Johnny Bones, you stayed the whole show. We love it.
Thank you, John.
It's fun.
Thanks for the coffee.
Nothing to do.
I got nothing to do.
All right, see you next
course you
Tuesday. Right, see you Tuesday. Although it sounds like Sauce will see you Thursday after the opener.
Giddy up.
All right. 9 to noon is next. We're back tomorrow, 5:30 to 9. See you then.
651 Carpets Plus. We bring the showroom to you. Come on in. Here's how your free in-home estimate works. We bring you all the latest and greatest styles to complement your home. We use our state-of-the-art measuring system so we can give you the best price for your project on the spot. And we have thousands of products that you could have installed the next day. Call 651 Carpets Plus for your free in-home estimate.